Hello everybody, this is Detective Daddy from Boston, Massachusetts, and as you can see, we have a bunch of nickels. There's actually $100 here. It took me another 4 banks to go to get them, but I did get them. There is one customer wrapper right there, and I'm going to open this one first. They're all circulated. I already checked both the enders. Some of them, there is a lot of new 2022s, but the other sides have circulated enders, so we're going to hunt those ones as well. Really excited about getting into this. This is only the 8th box of nickels I've been able to get in all of 2022, which is just ridiculous. I mean, if I count all the uncirculated boxes, I'm probably at 20, but it is what it is. So we're going to get into this here. I'm going to start off at roll 1, so I'll be back with the first find. Well, there is roll 1 done. 26 of them were 2022 Philadelphia, so nothing in that. Let's jump into roll number 2. Working on roll number 4, and we have our first 40s find of the box right here. It's a 1948. Let's see if we have a mint mark. Philadelphia. And just so you're not confused, I had an old nickel box laying around, so I went and put the nickels in here, and as you can see, I'm rewrapping them as I go. So we're going to get on to roll 5, and I'll be back. Working on roll number 7, and we have our first 50s nickel of the box. 1952, and that's Denver. Working on roll number 8, and we have the oldest nickel of the box so far, 1940, Philadelphia. Roll number 9, and we have another 50s nickel. Let's take a look. It's a 1954. Out of Denver. Roll number 11. We have another 40s find right here. 1940. Philadelphia. Roll 13. And we have another 40s nickel right here. 1941. Let's see if we have a mint mark. Philadelphia. Roll 14. And we have another 1941. This one does have a mint mark. Let's take a look. If this would clear up, I apologize. Maybe that's not. Let me clean it up. Be right back. That was just dirt. It's a Philly. Back with the next. Okay, so this ended up being a very interesting roll. First off, right here we have a second-year Jefferson. It's a 1939, and if you look right behind it, there's another one. And it's a Philly. I know we have that one there. Hopefully this one has a mint mark. I don't know. I think we need both of them. No. And what? 41 right after that. Counter stamped with the 5. Does it have a mint mark? Nope. It has a double counter stamp. Is that like a double die counter stamp? And that does have a mint mark. Let's take a look. See if we can figure that one out. And that's looking like, let me take a look under the loop. Hope we can see a little better. It is San Francisco. So we have a 1941 reverse double die counter stamp San Francisco. Back with the next. Roll 17. And we have another 40s find right here. It's a 1948 Philadelphia. Working on roll 20, and we have a third 50s of the nickel, which breaks the tie between the 30s and 50s as we had two 39s. This is a really nice 1959. Let's see if we got a mint mark. And it's a Philly in great shape. Maybe that'll upgrade. Back with the next. Roll 21, we have another 40s find right here. So 1946. And that is a Denver. Would have been nice if it was San Francisco. We'll take it. Back with the next. Okay, we're on roll 31 already, and we just got our next find. It is a 53. I already seen the date. Let's get that so you guys can see it. There we go. It's a little worn. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know why it's glaring so much all of a sudden. There it is, 1953, and we do have a mint mark as well. That's how I noticed it. It's a San Francisco. Lower midget coin. We'll take it. Back with the next. Roll 33. We have another 50s find right here. Just lay that down flat. There we go. 1955. And we do have a mint mark. Looking like a Denver. Back with the next. On roll 36, and we have a foreign. Just a Canadian. 2001, but it's a foreign nonetheless. We'll be back with the next. Okay, we're on roll 37. And we have another 40s find right here. It's a 1946. Let's see if we can get a mint mark. And we do. And that is a... And if it clears up, there we go. It's a Denver. Roll 38. And we have ourselves a, right here, 1947, Philadelphia. Back with the next. Roll 39, and we have another 40s find right here. Let's take a look. It's 1946, Philadelphia. Same roll, and we have a couple more finds. First off is right here. That is a 1958. It's got a mint mark. Denver. But literally just 2 coins behind it, right there is a 1941. There we go. And do we have a mint mark? It's a Philly. I'll be back. Run roll 42 of the hunt, and we have a 1952, which I'm pretty sure, if not mistaken, in the books we need a 1952 San Francisco. Let's see, do we have it? Nope, it's a Philly. Oh, we'll keep looking. Back with the next. Same roll. We have another 50s find. Right here. 1956. Denver. Okay, roll 43. We have another early 50s nickel right here. It's a 1951. Whoops. There we go. Philadelphia. Okay, same roll. Another 50s nickel. 1956. Philadelphia. Roll 45, and we have an early 40s find. Let's take a look. 1941. Philadelphia. Okay, everybody, I'm working on roll 48, and this coin here, I actually took a little work to get the date, because when I seen it, it was like this. You can see it's worn, and it has a mint mark, which we'll take a look at that real quickly so you can see the mint mark. It's not a key date or a semi-key date, but still, that is a Denver. When I flipped it over, the date was completely covered. It was just crusted over, but because it had the mint mark, I was like, let me take a look. And turns out, it's 1954, Denver. We'll be back with the next. Roll 49, and literally the same year, 1954, Denver. Back to back. We'll be back with the next. Same roll, another 50s, but not a 54. This time here, we have a 1957 out of Denver. Well, this box is hunted. There was a total of 38 finds, not including the BU coins that I put aside to match up against the album. 2 from the 30s, a couple of Canadians, no 09s, but let's take a look at them real quick. Okay, so here we are. There is the 239s. These are all our 40s. No silver, unfortunately. Again, we didn't get a 1950 yet either. We're still looking, though. We did get the rest of the 50s, at least a year. I don't know about all the mint marks. These right here are the S mint marks, 68, 69, and 70, San Francisco's that I saved. 009s, 2 Canadians, the earliest was the mid-80s, and then a couple BUs to match up against the album. That really is it. I'm going to pull out the folders, see if we at least have any upgrades. I don't think we have any additions, so I'll be right back. The first 2 books, the Liberty Nickels, we have found 0 of those since we started doing this, so I'm going to put that one to the side. I'm going to show you the Buffalo. Even though we didn't find any this hunt, we do have that first year right there. I think we have like a total of 11 so far. Yes, 11 so far on the Buffaloes. And hopefully we find some more of these as well. And of course, there is that lovely 25S found in the last hunt. Let's move on to the Jeffersons. I'll be right back. Okay, so here is the book one of the Jefferson nickel, and on the first page, as you can see, all we need is 7. There's no upgrades or additions there. Hopefully in the next hunt we'll be able to get some of the silver filled in here, or maybe even some of those semi-key and key dates. On page 2 over here, we're still waiting for, right here, another silver, the 45 Denver, and down here we need the 49 San Francisco, as well as the 2 1950 and 50 Denver. No upgrades or additions on that. Over here, however, if you recall, I did point out the 53S that I found, which is 19 million. I believe the one that we found is in definitely much better condition, so I'm going to upgrade that. Also, I believe earlier in the hunt, I told you about the 1959 I found, which might have been an upgrade. I think the one we have in there is just as good, so I'm not going to move it around. Let's take a look at book number 2. Before we go into book 2, I wanted to show you real quickly the 1961 Philly and Denver are both getting upgraded. As you can see, this one here is very worn. This one here has less hair detail, and both those are definitely in much better condition. Just in case anybody noticed that, I already swapped this one out, but I didn't swap this one out because if you look, that's actually a 69D. Let me pull out book number 2. Whoops. Okay, let me go ahead and clean this up. Sorry, here is the 69D that I mistakenly put as a 61D. The one we have in the book is staying. That one is not being kept. This book, of course, is completely filled out here. Here we go. You can take a look. And the reason why I always get excited about Denver coins is right here. I don't have a lot of great condition Denver coins. Like that's an 88 Denver that I'm upgrading. As the one I have in the book is definitely one, as well as down here, 91 Denver. This one here is almost BU. It's nice and shiny. You can barely see it. It looks great. Let's take a look at the last book. Okay, here's a quick look at the last book. It is complete except for one coin. And that's going to be way over here. Still waiting for the 22 Denver. Hopefully we get that before the turn, the end of the year. And then we can start looking for the 2023s. Well, that's it for this hunt. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did making it. This was an absolute blast. Didn't have any amazing finds, but had a lot of finds. So to me, that's still fun. Until next time, happy hunting.